Let's take a deep dive in the history. India basically charts a route as a Hindu under Chandragupta Maurya. At that stage, Chandragupta Maurya Prime Minister wrote a book called Akshara Shastra, and his name was Kautilya, which signifies what a prince and how the Indian empire should look like. Since that time, Hindus have basically coined the word Pakhand Bharat, Greater Bharat. Now, Pakhand Bharat goes from Punjab all the way up to Burma. But then there is also another veteran sect inside in the Hindus who actually says from the Mekong to the Euphrates. So I think the overall hold on the empire depends on who you talk to in India. However, it is for sure that they're an expansionist mythology thinking. Now we'll look a little bit what is Hinduism and Pakistan. Now, especially Punjab holds immense significance in Hindu mythology. It is considered the birthplace of the Vedic civilization, where the oldest Hindu scriptures, the Rig Veda, are believed to be composed, making the region a crucial cradle for Hinduism itself. Additionally, many key events from Mahabharata epic are situated in Punjab region, further solidifying its importance in Hindu lore. Key points about Punjab lore and Hindu mythology are the following. Origins of the Vedic text. The Rig Veda, foundational text of Hinduism, was composed along the Indus River in Punjab region around 1500 BC. Mahabharata and many pivotal battles of Mahabharata took place in the Punjab region. Important Hindu figures, especially like the sage Kashpaya, who said to have founded Multan. In Hinduism, Indra refers to god Indra, who was in Punjab. He is known as the god of thunder, of lightning, and god of all gods, often depicted as a powerful warrior king of the gods. Another thing to remember, Sanskrit was born in Shalgutura, which is modern Lahore, Pakistan. The Hinduism, oldest recorded religion practiced by the Punjabi people, the historic Veda or the Vedic region is from 1500 to 500 BC. Ideas and practices in Punjab. And at that time, it was mostly the worship of Indra, the Hindu god of heaven and lightning. The above, as you can see, is the driving force by BJP and the lack of tolerance of any other religion in this region, especially Punjab and Pakistan. And we should not be surprised if they go focus on ethnic cleansing also. They basically, India is going to buy a lot of billions of oil and other things from India folded before even that and just took off all the tariffs from America. They're going to give them at least 2 squadrons of F-35 of the latest versions to India stealth fighters. This is a huge thing. It will give India a tremendous advantage technology-wise in the air. In addition to that, has nominated Paul Kapoor, an expert on South Asian security and nuclear issues, as Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia. Paul Kapoor will succeed Donald Lo, who oversaw the region's diplomatic affairs, and at times they were referred to as the viceroys for the region. Looks like now there's going to be a very tough stand on Islamabad, contrasting with past efforts to maintain a balance between the two South Asian neighbors, India and Pakistan. Another thing to see is recent visit of Marco Rubio to Panama. Panama is where the Chinese were building and supporting the Panama Canal. Immediately succeeded in ejecting the Chinese from that, as well as the Panama president said he will not extend this agreement anymore, Belt and Road with China. So China more or less got the boot over there. So this is how they're going to handle any Belt and Road initiative, and in our case, CPAC. The leaders reaffirmed the global scourge of terrorism to be fought and safe haven eliminated from every corner of the world. They also committed to strengthen cooperation against terrorist threats from groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, prevent heinous acts like Mumbai on 26/11 and Abbeygate bombing in Afghanistan from August 26, 2021. In addition, announced that Britain approved the extradition of Captain Dr. Tahawar Rana, a Canadian national of Pakistani origins and of the Pakistan Army originally, wanted by Indian agencies for his role in 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. And Trump said he must face justice in India. Another thing to watch is a bill which Mark Rubio introduced in July 25th last year in the U.S. Senate, which proposes to treat India at par with allies like Japan, Israel, Korea, and NATO regarding technology transfer and supporting India in the response to growing threats to its territorial integrity. It proposes to bar Pakistan from receiving security assistance if found to be sponsored terrorism against India. Looks like in their statement, they found Pakistan to be guilty. It will also give India an exemption from CAATSA sanctions for purchases of Russian equipment. This is the first time such an India-centric bill has been introduced in U.S. Congress. It proposes to put India on the same level as treaty allies exempted from CAATSA and impose sanctions on Pakistan for promoting terrorism in India. And in the joint statement, as you can see, they have mentioned exactly to bring perpetrators of Pathankot, Mumbai, and to make sure Pakistan does not have a standard for use for cross-border attacks. Currently, we should not be surprised if both India and basically start supporting the BLA and the TTP and join forces with our Muslim brothers to the West to give us a tough time. And I think we should expect that. In addition, they will come directly against CPAC, and I think they want to start putting the tightening the nuts and bolts onto Pakistan. It will be interesting to note how IMF reacts to the Americans playing in the background. But as you see what has happened in Panama, we may find that U.S. may be playing on the front foot, not so much delicately in the back. So this remains to be seen. We must watch it because this will have consequences for our country. In addition now to all that, with India acquiring F-35s, I think India will start taking a directly and aggressive stance against Pakistan. Now, that is something very interesting. And I think India will start doing Balakot-level strikes down the road as they get F-35s. But after, another thing to watch, there may be a nexus with Israel. After Israel, basically, if they're successful with Iran, I think you'll see a joint nexus between the Israelis and the Indians with the background, basically focusing on Pakistan. Now, the key I would like to see is China transfers the 2 or 4 or 100 J-35s to Pakistan. So that will at least deter some level of the direct aggression in Pakistan. I think even 2 squadrons would be a great additions to Pakistan, and it will definitely put a deterrence in there. And with the latest technology of China, where they can detect stealth, whether it's ground-based or air-based, or the airship-based, they can detect the F-35 stealth fighters. There will be a great addition over here to basically further deter any further actions against Pakistan. We'll have to watch and see, and let's see how it goes. In the next episode, we're going to analyze China and how our stance is going to be in this